We created the Men as Allies initiative with the intention, with two intentions. The first, to create open dialogue between our community, within our community, as well as promoting action steps that people can take in their everyday lives, whether that's here on campus or in the business world in the future.
I grew up in a house full of women, raised by my mom, raised by my aunts, cousins who are all females, and so, hearing about the group just immediately resonated with me because I've recognized that in the house, I don't see the same interactions and dynamics that I see in the workplace.
I was so pleased that we had equal turnout for men and women, which is unusual at Olin Women business events.
The kickoff event was right on time. I thought it was perfect because it did create this space where it normalized conversation.
There's three main ways to be an ally that are easy to do in everyone's daily life. The first one being amplify the voices of others around you and really cultivate an inclusive mindset.
It's important to include other people into this dialogue, so making sure I ask people like Julie, like, hey, how can I support you? Rather than come into a space thinking I know what's best.
And I absolutely agree. I think really opening those lines of dialogue is the way to avoid kind of a damsel in distress moment that is certainly not the case. So a second action step is to fight the wage gap by advocating for salary transparency. And that can be as simple as going to glassdoor.com or a similar site and posting about what your salary was for similar positions. And this salary transparency in general helps everyone in the long term.
We want to evolve mindsets here. I left that event saying like, oh, gender equity is impacting Jeremy, it's impacting Julie, it's impacting everyone in this room.
And a final action step is to normalize conversations of gender equity and inclusion in your daily life.
I want to take an opportunity to, use my voice as an ally to add to the dialogue, add to the narrative about why gender equity, why gender equality is so important.
Really having this formal invitation to the men in our community to show up and have this conversation. It was very well attended. We reached 20% of the MBA population, and we're really proud of the representation and the willingness to engage in this conversation.